Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and in today's video we are going to answer the question, how often should you meditate? It's a question that I get really often, so I thought I'll do a video on it. Now, before I tell you the answer, I have got a gift for you, okay? So if you are new to this channel, for my coaching clients, I've created something really special. It is a peace cheat sheet. It is called the 11 Yogic Rules for Daily Peace, okay? So these are 11 ways that you can apply to instantly increase the amount of peace that you feel every single day. Okay, you can grab it and meditatewithrishi.com/cheat sheet. I will link it in the description box below. All right, so how often should you meditate? I would say, whether you are a beginner or not, you should meditate twice a day. Okay, so obviously you can do more than that if you want, but definitely twice a day. So there's two things we're going to look at. One is frequency and one is duration. Okay, so frequency is how often you meditate, and this twice a day is good because once a day you'll notice that if you're, let's say you're practicing in the morning, right, you become, you feel very good, you feel very, very peaceful, but then the question is, can we maintain that through the day? So having one more session, in the day really helps to maintain that state of cool and calm, okay? Now, I appreciate that if you are working in an office or something like that, you may not be able to do the meditation during the day. So you can do it in the evening or right before you go to bed. In fact, meditating right before you sleep is really, really powerful because it is said that the thoughts that you are thinking just before you fall asleep are what seep into your subconscious mind. These become the seeds for your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is what drives your actions, essentially, okay? So we want to be going to sleep thinking happy thoughts, thinking positive thoughts, thoughts of love, thoughts of gratitude, because that is what we will constantly be thinking about, because once it goes into your subconscious mind, then this is what is coming up to the top surface, right? So if you go to sleep thinking thoughts of gratitude, of loving kindness, if you go to sleep meditating, this is essentially going to become your natural state. So it's really important to do this right before bed, right? So I know we have the habit, I fall victim to this as well, of scrolling social media before bed or watching Netflix or something like that. But actually, just before we sleep, even if you're doing just 5 or 10 minutes, right? Just before we sleep, it is really good to actually sit down and just clear the mind and fill positive thoughts in there and then go to sleep. This one small habit can work wonders for how you feel through the day. Because remember, your subconscious mind is really feeding how you feel, how you behave, and what you think about right before you sleep is what is seeping into that subconscious mind, okay? All right, so that is the frequency. How often should you meditate? Definitely twice a day, right? Even if you're just starting out, even if you're doing 5 or 10 minutes per session, you can still easily do that twice a day, right? Okay, so number 2 is, how long should you meditate for when you actually practice? Now, this depends just on where you are, right? So if you're just starting out, then if you can do just 5 minutes, do that. If you can just do 10 minutes, do that. I recently did a video on how to smash your New Year's resolutions, and it has everything to do with being kind to yourself. I will link it in the description box below if you wanna watch it. But ultimately, it's not about making drastic changes. It's about making very small, subtle changes and turning them into habits, right? So if you're just starting to practice, you're not trying to become enlightened in the meditation session. All we're trying to do in the first couple of months anyway is just to form the habit of practicing daily, okay? And once you form the habit, once you get used to just sitting down at specific times every single day, then you will begin to enjoy it so much that you will naturally want to increase your time. This is what happened with me. This is what happens with everyone, right? So your 5 minutes will become 10, 10 will become 15, 20, 30. You know, it may become an hour. It may even become 2 hours, right? If you become really serious. But let's just say that in a year's time, you get it from 5 minutes to, you know, even 45 minutes or 60 minutes per session. That is amazing. So in 1 year, you go from, you know, no meditation to practicing twice a day for 1 hour. In 1 year, that is possible. And I mean, I don't need to tell you, just think about how much peace you will have, how much clarity you will have, how much confidence you will have as a result of that clarity in your life, right? This is a practice that takes you home to, you know, your center, to the real you. And the qualities of the real you, the qualities of your soul are everlasting peace, essentially, okay? So I hope this answers the question. So for the frequency, do it twice a day. And for the duration of the session, just work your way up. Start where you are. If you're at, you know, 5 minutes, start at 5 minutes and just slowly work your way up. And you wouldn't need to do it consciously. You'll just feel like doing it, right? It's very natural because you'll enjoy it so much. You'll feel like doing it more and more, okay? So this is it. I hope that answers the question. If you want to learn meditation with me one-to-one, this is something that I offer, one-to-one sessions. I actually have a program called the Path to Stillness, okay? Which covers everything from the initial yogic philosophy about who we are, why we suffer, and then it looks at the yogic path, the path to self-realization, the path of meditation, essentially. So if you want to know more about that, you can book a free consultation with me at meditatewithrishi.com. Okay, so this is it for today. I really hope this helps. Thank you for listening. Namaste.